Welcome to BitBoy Crypto, home of the BitSquad, the largest and greatest crypto community in all the interwebs. My name is Ben. Every day on this channel, show you how to make money in crypto. If you like money in crypto and you like it a few minutes late, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Guys, come to you live every single day at 11:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, as you guys know very clearly. We try to be on time today. We thought we were going to be on time today, but we were not. But here we are at 11:40, just like I said. It is Tuesday, November the 16th. It is a warm 75 degrees in here. It doesn't feel too warm in here right now. But guys, I mean, let's talk. I mean, Bitcoin yesterday, am I right? Yesterday morning, we were looking pretty good, hovering around 60. Wait, wasn't it just yesterday we were at 66.5? Or no, we were right at 66,000 yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday morning.
Early
yesterday morning. And then, we got a dramatic dip. And we will talk about a lot of that. Bitcoin going to 52K. Better get that hamburger outfit ready, Ben. I would say not going to happen. But anyways, the point here is that, something you got to think about. Look at Dapper Crypto comment.
That's
our Lambo is refundable. Yeah, sure, you can sell it. Something to think about here is that, this is kind of how it was explained to me by some people in the know. When we're looking at these, when we're looking at charts and we're looking at support levels, okay, and specifically support, not resistance, when we're looking at the support levels, charters, TA guys, they tend to give you an exact number. They tend to tell you, kind of like I think Jeb said, a retest of 61,000, or, some people were saying we may go, like somebody said 52,000, whatever it is. There's no such thing as a support line. It doesn't actually exist. You got to think of it in terms of a support range. Usually when you're looking at a price point, that's just the top of the support. The support is actually a range well below that. And so I don't know where that range ends at right now. But it's very important. And let me tell you why these ranges are super important to build support at different levels. Okay. So right now, let's see how far Bitcoin, we don't have the chart pulled up at all. None of the charts. Let me pull up TradingView here real quick. And we'll get more into this in the charts here in a little bit. But we went all the way down to 58.3. Okay. So basically what we're doing here is we're building a support at 58,000 and going up from there. So now we've got support points in between, 58,000 and let's see, probably about right here, probably somewhere about 64,000. Why is this important? This is important because when we do hit $100,000 and we crash down, you want to have all these ranges so people can take profits, okay? Because you're not going to probably pick the exact top of the market. When this thing goes down into a bear market, you're going to want these support ranges because you're going to have many points to exit. There's going to be no excuse for you guys not to exit when we do hit the top at some point and not to pull profit. So I know days like this kind of suck. Like, they're not fun to get up here and talk about crypto on days where things are, where things are going down and they're crashing. I know it's not fun, but these are actually some of the most important days that will come into play later on down the road. And, look, I certainly hope, you guys are going to take profits above $58,000, but we're going to see this behavior mimicked as we continue rising up. So we did fill a very vital CME gap, which we'll look at that here in a little bit. And then we don't have any of the socials pulled up either at all here. I don't know why we don't have any of the stuff pulled up today. But guys, we're at 1.38 million subscribers right now. Thank you for that. We're almost to 1.39. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, where we changed big news here as we changed our profile picture to our black hole from Pluto Alliance. As you guys can see, we're at 674.4K followers. You guys know we did have this the game yesterday that was launched, the Starship game with the NFT packs for Pluto Alliance. Guys, you can go to our pinned tweet and you can click here to buy these. This sale is 3 weeks long, and it's not necessarily expected to totally sell out, but it's very possible that it might sell out. They're $80 a piece, each of these packs, but they play a role in the Starship game. And I'm going to tell you guys what happened yesterday. Okay. This is insane. We crashed Atomic Hub.
Yep.
That's what happened. There was a lot of momentum. People were going, every single NFT drop we do, we crash whatever platform it is. There's not been one that can handle our traffic. And that's because of you guys, the BitSquad. You guys are the absolute best. They sent us some text messages yesterday and let us know they were not anticipating that much traffic. And so these packs are still available. A lot of people were clicking buy yesterday and couldn't buy. Now with the traffic down a little bit because there were a lot of bots in the beginning, you guys should be able to go and get your pack. So a giveaway, we should do a giveaway. Let's do this, TJ. Can you jot this down so we definitely remember?
Sure.
Let's set up the 1 Ethereum giveaway, and let's also give away some Starship packs.
Okay.
So we'll do like 10 winners, like 1 will win an Ethereum and 9 will win Starship packs. Let's do that.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So let's jump into the markets here. We got market cap coming in $2.663 trillion, down significantly. I don't know if we ever actually touched 3 trillion on coin market cap. I don't think we did. Let's see what the peak was. Peak was 2.9 trillion is the highest it ever got on coin market cap. So, you guys can go there. Somebody said they're sold out. I don't think they're sold out, guys.
No, they're not.
I think there's 2 though, aren't there? There are 2 packs or something like that.
Yeah. Scroll back up. Oh, where I can't see.
Right here. Here. I was looking at a page that was showing, maybe it's the Atomic Hub page.
There it is.
This one right here is sold out. I don't know what the difference is between these 2 is.
The black hole.
This one is not. What's
they're
that?
Both black hole.
Yeah, they're both. This is the black hole. This is emergent. So I'm not sure what the difference is. Justin knows more about it than I do. He's behind all of our NFT development. So maybe we can have him explain that. Maybe we could get him on here in a few minutes or something.
Mhm.
So, all right. Is anybody else in here?
No.
No, it's just you and me.
Just us, like the good old days.
I think we're alone now.
Oh boy.
Doesn't seem to be
We're not-
anyone around.
They're close. They're right outside the door.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not just us.
We're not that alone.
It's just us and how many people?
Let's see. Just us and 7,800 other people.
7,800 other people. Very few people. Very
Yeah.
few people.
Just a few of us.
Just a few of us.
All right.
60,900 guys. And if you could do us a favor, YouTube has been messing with us a little bit. So if you guys could hit the like button to help get some more people in here, we really would enjoy that. So if you guys can click that like button, if you're watching on mobile chat, X out, hit the like button, come back in. If you are watching on smart TV, bottom left-hand corner of your screen, more actions, more options, hit react and boom, like that video. So anyways, looking at the charts, I mean, nothing looks great today. Ethereum's at 4,300. I mean, look at all this red. Tether's up, guys. USDC is up.
Justin's
hip, hip, hooray.
happy.
Yeah, Justin's happy. Sandbox is actually up 8%, which is good because that was my #1 coin for my Coin Leagues game, wasn't it?
Yeah, you should go check on that. See if
I
you
think
won.
I probably won. Let's go see what happened there. Oh, yeah, take that down real quick.
I think you took Bitcoin, or no, you took.
Is that not right? Saying not correct. Oh, caps lock is on. That's why. Okay. All right. So let's see what happened to my games. Claim 9 Matic. This was yesterday. Nope. No, it's one of these. Ended 15. Oh, I got first place. I got first place in the game, guys.
So you have two winning things.
Yeah, I in the 2 that I've actually done, I got 3rd place and I got 1st place. So I'm just saying, maybe I know what I'm talking about. Maybe. I don't know. Can you beat the BitBoy? Should make a game show. Win BitBoy's money.
Yeah.
I think we had actually talked about that.
Yeah.
New studio.
Yeah. Bear
All right.
market activities.
Bear market activities. So Sandbox is up. Wax is still up. Wax is doing good. IoTech still doing good. Let's look at the biggest losers for the day. Zcash, Near Protocol, Dash, Harmony, which had been pumping, got crushed yesterday. KuCoin down significantly. Flow. God, Flow's in the top 50. Audius, ROE. I mean, everything got crushed yesterday. So not a great fun time. All right. Let's go ahead. Let's move on. Let's talk about Q&A.
Let's do it. First question here from YouTube. Why have some projects such as AAVE not recovered or gotten even close to previous all-time highs they made in April?
Well, I think it's kind of piggybacking on a conversation we had yesterday on Around the Blockchain. When you looked at, there's several coins. Dash, we need a napkin up here.
Okay.
Dash, Icon, Zcash, Bitcoin Cash. These are a lot of cash coins. There are a lot of projects that basically went so parabolic in 2017 that they were so overhyped and overvalued that it's going to be really hard for them to be able to recover those all-time highs from previous. So because of that, when you're looking at a phase 1 and phase 2 of this bull run, when you look at some coins that went so parabolic in the first phase, it doesn't have to be all of them. It might be hard for them to, crush those previous numbers. AAVE is one of those. I mean, when you look at the AAVE chart, at one time, AAVE was the #1 coin of the entire bull run. So, when you look at right now, when you look at Shiba, when you look at Dogecoin, Dogecoin's a great example. Dogecoin might not get back to a new all-time high. I certainly thought that it would, but it might not. So because it went so parabolic in the beginning. Now Shiba is kind of, done its most parabolic movement in the second half of the bull run. So it may never, after this bull run is over, next bull run, it may never cross that again. So just kind of how it works. We're still heavily in AAVE, but we think it is going to continue to be a coin that crushes it.
Yeah, I agree. This is an interesting one. Your timeline for several things got pushed back about 4 to 8 weeks. Is it possible that the deflation would also be pushed back about the same amount of time?
100%. I believe so. I mean, look, I'm still being told, timelines are supposed to be the same for things, that we still should be seeing all-time highs in the next 6 weeks, which would still be, within the fall, close to the fall, and maybe first week of winter. But regardless, I'm being told it's still the same. From a logical standpoint, when you step out, I'm not saying logic is applied here, but from a logical standpoint, when you look back and you look at, it does seem like things have been slowed down. The Ripple case being, with the SEC being Exhibit A, to use some court language. It does make sense. I could see it being pushed back. I could see this happening the beginning of the year instead of the end of the year. I'm telling you, watch that December 30th date, though. That is, look, some of y'all may make fun of, Bitcoin astrology, and I'm definitely not into voodoo and witchcraft and, astrology, any of that stuff, psychics, whatever. Not into that. That's not my thing. I don't believe in, I just don't really believe in that stuff. But there may be something too. I mean, look, there's something. We were talking about this yesterday in the office after Marin got off the show, and we were talking about, the full moon, right? We know with full moon, there are like arrest incidents go up, there are reports of other things happening when there's a full moon. So there is a weird thing with the gravitational pull of the earth. And I don't know. I'm just saying Mara nailed the last two, and she says December 30th is a date to watch that could be double bad. So that could be top of a market possibly. So watch. Maybe it may be closer to the end of the year, but I do believe things certainly push back 4 to 8 weeks. So
yeah, and kind of on that concept of ranges, time ranges are not that much different than support ranges like you were talking about at the beginning. It's not necessarily like one clear number that like on this day at this time this thing is going to happen. It's more of there's all these macroeconomic things going on in the world, and there's a general plan to direct things in a certain direction, but there's definitely variables for sure. So I've always felt early, Q1 2022, for the deflation stuff, like it might be happening late this year, but you're not really going to see it or feel it, most of us, until early next year. So that's
yeah. I think no matter what, people weren't going to start feeling it until next year, even when it does switch. So that is definitely something. Somebody said, "Am I finally going to agree with length and cycles?" Now, we kind of talked about. Benjamin Cowan says pretty much, like end of Q2, Q3 for end of the bull run. So look, even if it is pushed back a couple months and it's still January, February, that's still not a lengthened cycle. So look, until we're sitting in April and we're still not to 100K and we're still somehow building momentum, that's when I'll probably start to say I'm wrong. But I don't believe that I am still.
All right. This is more of a beginner question since we didn't get to too many yesterday. Do gas fees apply to all crypto? Are their fees different depending on different exchanges?
Oh, did we put that at the end today?
No. Yeah, like another Q&A at the end?
Yeah, the newbie Q&A, because we were supposed to do it on Mondays and we forgot yesterday.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing some right now.
Well, yeah, but we need to have it as a category.
Okay.
So what do we have last today?
SHIB and AMC.
Just get rid of that and put beginner Q in it. Well, you won't want to change it.
I mean, we can.
Yeah, just change it. Well, I'll cover that story after the Ripple stuff.
Okay. Well, then.
Because we're going to move that to the end. Guys, I forgot yesterday on Monday, we're supposed to do a beginner Q&A at the end of one show per week. So we're going to do it at the end of the day. So if you guys have beginner questions, like very simple, like things you don't understand and you're brand new to crypto, then drop those in the comment section and or in the live chat, and we will get to those questions at the end.
Okay.
That was kind of a simple question. So
perfect.
Any
We'll do
more
it at the end? No, we'll save those for the end then.
all of those are beginner questions?
No, they're not. But we're out of time.
I did want to cover. There was one I wanted to cover though.
Okay.
Got the stinking feeling that the government is about to screw us all with the latest bill and upcoming sessions around crypto. Thoughts? There is a lot of talk about some weird government stuff coming up. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. But this is all I want to say, kind of on that, like, you know, maybe black swan event, whatever. Don't trust your government. That's a mistake a lot of people make, which is, you know, I don't know the answer to that. So, don't ever trust your government. You know, you can't trust your government. The government only looks out for one person, and that's whoever is making the decisions. So, I would say I'm not really sure what we're going to see, but it does feel like, you know, if you look at the cyber pandemic stuff that they're simulating, you know, what was the last thing they simulated? You know, I figure 11,192 viewers, 2,800 likes. We can get to at least 6,000 likes today. Let's get to 6,500 likes today. I think we can do it. Yep. All right, let's move on to the charts here. Where did I put my chart? Where did I put my handy dandy chart? Here it is. Okay. All right. So does not look beautiful. Does not look beautiful. But, you know, something to pay attention to here is when you look at the chart, I mean, this and this look very similar. And there's something that's very important here to note. Like if you want to talk about charts and things that are of high significance, you know, if we were to draw some lines here, right here, you see a lot of support at $60,700 approximately. Okay. And remember, you got to look at that as a range. So now we also have shown a lot of support here. What's that? Oh. No, the wax. Oh, yeah. Hey, DZ, come here for a second. Real quick. While you're in here, what is the difference in these two packs? Do you know?
These were the promos. These were given away free, so you didn't have to pay anything for those. That's why there's only 5,000. They went like boom, lickety split. Maybe it'll give you like a special item or, you know, some sort of utility, but it's just a promo thing just to, you know, people, they want to participate, but maybe they don't have the money. So, hey, you get a little participation thing. So, yeah, it was gone real quick, but yeah, a lot were sold. You know, I mean, we're looking at almost 10,000 at $80. That's almost 800,000, $750,000. That's huge. Yeah. So,
Okay.
Pluto's a planet.
Pluto is a planet. Hashtag. Thank you, DZ. All right, back to the chart though. Thank you for that explanation. So when we're looking here at this range, this is very important. Okay. What is this? This is the bottom. This is where we bottomed out today. What is this? The last place that we bottomed. Oh, oops. There we go. The last place that we bottomed. And so, and let me turn off the EMA ribbon here. Let's see if I can turn that off real quick. Can I turn that off? Okay. All right. So you guys can see right here, this is the range that we don't really want to go in. It's in between 57,797 and $58,400 approximately. We really do not want to go into this range because this is going to put us into jeopardy of having a lower low. Now, look, when you are looking at charts, I would say the most important thing to watch are for the higher highs and the lower lows. That's what we want to see. So in the last little run up we had a high, and then in the last one we had a higher high. In the last dip, we had a low, and now we've had a higher low. We've had a higher wick and a higher body, okay? So that is very, very important. As long as these things stay the same, there is no reason to think that we're possibly beginning into a bear market, that, you know, we topped out, the Bitcoin doesn't have momentum. We are seeing almost exactly the same thing that we saw in the around the 19th and the 20th and the 21st, and really the back end of October, right? The back end of October was not great. The first 2 weeks, great. November, we had one great week. Now we've had one bad week. And so as long as we're establishing these higher highs and these higher lows, then things are still on an uptrend and there is nothing to worry about. If we were to drop, especially below 57,566. Well, let me give you the exact number here, actually. 57,600 exactly. If we were to drop below that, not that we couldn't recover from it, but that would definitely be a pretty bad sign. I'm looking for a really good bounce. But if you do look at what happened the last time, we did have a similar dip. It was about, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It was 9 days before we found momentum and started back up. Okay. It took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days to bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days to bottom. So are we going to look at some long sideways action? It is possible for the next week. We possibly could be kind of sideways, which would be super boring. I know that's not what people want. That's not what I want. We want to see prices going up. So, but I can tell you this. We have not sold, one thing because of this dip. There's actually the opposite. We actually are looking at buying a new property. I know we just bought a new studio, but we have the option available to buy the property next to it, which we think we'll have to eventually build corporate offices on and use our current, new building that we're still not in just for studio space. And so the property is quite expensive, but we have the right of first refusal. Somebody's now put an offer on it. So we actually have to buy that property. And I actually said, no. We're not selling today. We're not selling on a dip. We're not selling when things are down. So we've actually done the opposite. We made a decision not to sell because of this dip. We're going to wait till things get back up, and then we're going to pull out the money that we need to buy that property to continue the growth of the business. So, that's the confidence I have in the markets. And I know TJ, probably you feel the same.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, that was the discussion this morning. Wait for the price to go back up. I think it leads well into this next story. Is this a pullback or the bear market? I think you just said how we feel. We feel like it's a pullback, not the bear market. Otherwise, we would be selling, and we're not. We're holding.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I had the same. It's funny. It seems like the same. Whatever these corrections are, they all seem to hit everybody at the same time. Like there'll be dips all the time that people don't seem to react to, and then there's certain ones that seem to get everybody's attention, and this is one of those dips. I got a few of those text messages like, hey, should I sell or should I be worried, or is this just another dip? And I was able to say, look, we're holding, we're still looking for more time up. He's like, all right, I trust you, your track record's been pretty good so far.
Yeah.
And that's what it comes down to, is just look at the track record. So.
Yeah. And I think that's what's really important. As you guys know, we always say exactly what we do here. We're fully transparent. We show our entire portfolio. Anybody that says otherwise is wrong, frankly. And the fact is, we can only tell you what we're doing. And we're not always going to know exactly the best move to make. But we're going to tell you what we're doing and what we believe is the best moves to make. So that is where we're at right now. Crypto Mason on Around the Blockchain. I'll reach out to him. I like him. He's pretty cool. Is it the beginning of a bearish market? The entire market crashed after the long bullish run. Now, it's very interesting, isn't it? You see this headline here? The entire market crashed after the long bullish run. I mean, we just crashed like 2 weeks ago the same way. So it's not like this is the first crash. After the long bullish run, it's written so weird. Crypto market is taken. Is this from this is from a different guy. The crypto market is taking a down step, presenting bearish signals or a step down. All the top cryptos are sloping down, standing on the nerves of investors. The entire crypto market displays the red trading charts after reaching new all-time highs. Significantly, the holders are experiencing a saddened part as the cryptos are falling in price value. This is a terribly written article. Users are amazed to witness this, that all the crypto assets are dropping in price value at the same time. As a treat for crypto users, so I feel like I'm reading a story here, the recent bullish rally performed well, providing a sweet spot for holders. The mainstream cryptos hit a new all-time high, while Bitcoin reached almost 69 and then dropped. So crypto analysts and investors stated that it would be a pullback for Bitcoin to result in an uptrend. Similarly, this market crash might also be a pullback for the crypto market to gradually reach heights in the near future. That's where we stand. the market initiates to rise steadily, then it may set up a new resistance and support level for all mainstream cryptos. And I want to start saying range. We need to get in the the mindset of ranges, not lines, ranges. Market dump has a possibility to be a healthy pullback. Since the beginning of this year, we know most stuff is up. So, the question is, what is it? Here we go. We got the FUD stories trying to tell you why the price dropped. Bitcoin falls as China aim once again at extremely harmful crypto mining. Remember, all of this is a scam. All of this China crypto mining stuff is a scam.
And you're
all being scammed.
A Q&A question asking if you think the Van Eck ETF, the first their spot one got denied. Now they have a futures one that looks like it's getting approved. Do you think that caused it? Was their question?
The futures one's getting approved?
Yeah.
Why would that cause it if futures getting approved?
I agree.
I mean, the spot market, the spot one we knew was not getting approved. I told you that the entire time. And also the people in the know, the institutions, they also know those are not getting approved. So I don't think it had a big effect on the market.
There you go.
Chinese authorities are ramping up a crackdown on crypto mining, calling it an extremely harmful practice that threatens to jeopardize the country's efforts to reduce carbon emissions. The National Development and Reform Commission spokesperson Meng Wei blasted Bitcoin mining, consumes lots of energy and produces lots of carbon emissions. They will launch a full-scale clampdown. If you don't know, let me tell you what this is all about. There are people and entities that are more powerful than China, period. This is a fact. China, people think China is out here, this like rogue country doing what it wants to do at all times. That's not true, okay? China was given a deal for this crypto mining dilution, okay? China at one time had almost 70, I think it was almost 70% of all the hash rate. If you look at all the mining pools, now some of the nodes that make up the mining pool, some of the miners that make up the mining pools, not the nodes, but the miners, they're in other countries. So it doesn't mean China had all the hash rate inside of its borders, okay? But China had too much. There was a deal made to crack down on Bitcoin mining in China to get the hash rate more spread around evenly across the world. What China did is China took a lot of their internal mining companies and they sent them to other countries, still under the name of China, okay? So just because a business, remember, China has to give permission to a business and an owner to leave their country to run their business elsewhere. How do you think they get that permission? They still funnel money back to China. It's all in the name of China. It's all in the name of the CCP. Now, what China was given in return for this, I've seen people say, is it Taiwan? It's not Taiwan, okay? But I'm not allowed to talk about it. I know what they were given. I know what China was given in this deal. But, that you guys may be able to figure out at some point. I can't even tell you how to figure it out. Something I would never have thought of. But China was given something in this deal. So this whole thing is a lie, okay? What you're seeing about this is all a lie. It's a myth. I would think this may have been some kind of coordinated FUD on this dip, on this, I believe, probably one of the last shakeouts we are going to see. So, people don't get to just leave China. You use logic, people. Use your brains here, and you'll understand this was a deal that was made for China to spread the hash rate to other countries. Look at what's happening in Kazakhstan. They're having, I think, power shortages. They're having something crazy in Kazakhstan because Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan are the number 1 and number 2 countries that China sent their miners to. Kazakhstan's having all kinds of problems with their power now. So, and of course, we also had this news. Biden signed the infrastructure bill containing the crypto broker or reporting requirement into law. We all know that this is not going to get enforced, so it's not a big deal. I don't know why. I don't know why. This is such a big deal. They've already said it's not going to be enforced. So, that did not factor into this. Bitcoin stages picture perfect rebound at 58.5K. Is Bitcoin the Dennis Rodman or the Charles Barkley, the round mound of rebound of all cryptos?
Is that what they called Barkley?
Yeah, the round mound of rebounds.
That's a pretty funny name.
That was an actual nickname that was given to him.
It's fitting. It's just funny.
I like to call him Chuck. Charles Barkley was like my favorite player when he was playing.
Yeah, a lot of people. He's a likable guy.
Yeah. They say I'm better than Alex Jones. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. I like Alex. I was on Alex's show. If you guys didn't know, some of you guys actually came here from Alex Jones' show. We only talk crypto. I didn't get into conspiracies. I don't really like to talk about conspiracies. I think it sounds crazy when I say stuff like that. That I know what they got, but I know what they got. And these are things that maybe when we get into deflation, people will start to figure out. But one analyst hails a successful retest frogs of monthly support, but nervousness is increasing on the back of 11% daily losses. Data from Cointelegraph Markets Pro and TradingView tracked a resurgent Bitcoin USD pair as it reversed losses. The top 11% after an overnight come down accelerated. However, buyer support appeared to return, but not before 24-hour crypto liquidations hit 875 million. And I would say this, that we know someone who should have gotten, I'm not even going to say who it is, because I don't want somehow this account to be, forced to liquidate. We know somebody who should have been liquidated. Twice. It actually wicked below their liquidation price. I guess just because of the volume, they didn't get liquidated and got a nice little bounce. Is very crazy. Almost got liquidated. I know somebody else who texted me last night that said he got liquidated. So remember this, guys. When you're leverage trading, and look, leverage trading is certainly a tool that is at your disposal. We do have on bitboycrypto.com/deals, we have a new FEMEX deal, which is actually 3,500. It's not reflected here yet. We're working on that today. If you want to trade on ByBit using Market Cipher or trade on FEMEX, by all means, if that's something you want to do it, but do it smart. You can go to bitboycrypto.com/deals to get access to those, but do it smart. Don't get liquidated. This is the truth, guys. Here's the truth of this. If you are riding 100% of your account on a trade, eventually you will get liquidated.
Yep.
Eventually you will get liquidated. Bitcoin will always go to that one place that you think it won't go.
If you want to think about it like poker, it'd be like going all in every hand. Like it can work. You can make a lot of money fast. You can double up, triple up, but
eventually you're going to get called by a better hand or a hand that beats you.
Exactly.
So, and I do think that it definitely, when you look at gambling, like there's something called the Martingale, maybe you guys, or Martingale, maybe it's Martingale, the Martingale method, which is basically where you double your bet every time.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem is, I think you're only allowed at most tables to double your bet 11 times starting at $5, and then you can't double it anymore. There will be a time, it will always happen, where you will eventually lose 11 bets in a row. That's why that strategy doesn't work. You're also betting a whole lot by the end to win $5.
Yeah.
So that strategy does not work. And that's very similar to leverage trading. If you're using 100% of your account all the time, you eventually are going to get liquidated. Zero question about it. That's why you got to use stop losses and why you have to be smart. And if you're not going to use a stop loss, don't put 100% of your account in there and understand eventually you will lose it. If you build that into your strategy, then that certainly is, can be something you're going to do. But we have this Twitter post. Bitcoin's only pulled back 15% this month. Remember, in September, it retraced 25% before hitting new all-time highs. People are talking about the double bubble, which basically means that, we've hit the first bubble was in the first phase, second top would be in the second phase. So we've talked about that before many times. Some people are saying that we might be seeing what is known as the first ever double top for Bitcoin that will top twice very close to each other and then drop down. But I don't believe we're going to see that. So pure play Bitcoin ETF unlikely to win approval until 2022. What is this? Exchange trade funds backed by the crypto itself are likely a long ways off. Yeah, so SEC rejected Van X filing. We know about this. We talked about, did we talk about this yesterday? Maybe we didn't.
I think we did briefly. Just basically saying, no surprise. We knew it was the spot ETFs. We've been saying the whole time aren't going to get approved.
Yeah,
so
we've been telling you that forever.
So what do? They immediately pivot to a futures ETF because those are getting approved.
Those will almost all get approved from here on out, I believe.
Yeah.
So
well, now there's precedent.
There is precedent. How about those Falcons? Somebody talking about the Cowboys. A lot of people are saying I can't buy the team soon enough.
Yeah.
So, but I would say this too. I would say it's a miracle. I would say Matt Ryan could almost be the MVP this year. He won't win it by any stretch of the imagination. But the fact that we've won 4 out of 9 games with the garbage team that we have is unreal.
It is.
And there's a great chance we make the playoffs or miss it by 1 or 2 games with 0 team. We have Matt Ryan, Kyle Pitts, Grady Jarrett, That's the whole team.
That's it.
That's it. Thank you there, Calvin Ridley, for just quitting on the team. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
We also appreciate you being, acting like you don't owe the team anything or any kind of, or owe the fan base any kind of explanation of why you just decided to quit football.
Well, I know
we appreciate you.
He definitely owes an explanation to my entire fantasy league. So
Yeah, and all of the $1,000 worth of jerseys that me and my family have.
I got a Calvin Ridley jersey too.
Yeah, you owe us nothing, Calvin. It pisses me off, honestly.
I haven't even worn it yet. I was gonna wear it last game, and yeah now I can't.
Somebody said the NFC kind of blows this year. That's true too. And we have Deion Jones. He's okay, but he's really regressed in my opinion. So
good thing is drives the price down for us. So
it does. It does drive the price down. Good job. I'm starting to think our coach is pretty good, though. Honestly, the fact that we've won 4 games is a miracle. So, all right. Ethereum and Bitcoin are moving lower on the day, although the former is holding up much better than the latter. Last check, Ethereum's down 1%. We know this is like old. It is down 4,300 now, so down much more. There's always been a lot of arguments for cryptos. While some like Kyle Bass, I love Kyle Bass, or I think it's Bass, not Bass. This is a guy that knows a lot about the world geopolitics and the world markets. He says he doesn't see it exploding higher. The arguments have shifted to other factors. For instance, the environmental impact of crypto mining being scrutinized. So, it just says here on my rundown, it says 5K ETH still coming. This story is awful. Wow, this is the worst story I've ever seen. This is the worst ETH the 5K story I've ever seen. But the point here is this, okay, is that gosh, I really need a napkin. It's like wet up here.
Oh, you should have told TZ when he was in here.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah. Let me text Allison real quick. I'll text Allison. Oh, Allison's gone. I'll text. Who should I text?
Why don't you just go? I'll do it. Just do a good monologue.
Okay.
Be right back.
All right.
Hit him something good.
Yeah, thanks. It was just from my throaty Cody. The bottom was,
always
doing whatever.
Yeah. Watch the bottom of that throaty Cody.
It was leaking from the bottom, So anyways, guys, the fact is Ethereum is going to hit $5,000. It's very close. It's very frustrating to see that ETH has been to 5K. Like, it's been almost there so many times at 48.50, I think is as high as it's been. It's been there so close. And then Bitcoin, every time, it's like it's purposely trying to screw Ethereum. But here's the good thing. When we look at the Ethereum chart, which I'll pull up here. When we look at the Ethereum chart, God, look at that. Wow. If you were to take out the last few days, obviously we're on this monstrous dip. Thank you for that, TJ. I appreciate that. It's not that bad. It's just wet here. I don't like that. I don't like a bad wet spot.
No, you only want the good wet spots.
So when you look at the last few days here, you guys can see we're on a strong trajectory. But the point here is when you look at the action for ETH over the last, several weeks here, you'll see it has not even been really in a, it hasn't been in like a window. It's not like going up or down really. I mean, it really is just stuck in this same channel here. And I could easily move this line actually to the top of these wicks here. And you can see there's only one instance where it went out of this channel. I don't know why I did that there. There we go. So it's been so explosive to the upside, but it's been so gradual. We have not had a period of parabolicness in this whole entire run. I mean, when you look back at the Ethereum chart, I mean, look what it was doing back here. Look what it did right here. If you go back further into the year, look what it did right there. Okay. We need to see more upside from ETH to get above $5,000. But when it finally does pop, when things stabilize and Ethereum pops, which I'll be honest with you, I wonder if Ethereum is going to bounce back a lot harder than Bitcoin here. And it may actually hit 5,000 before we get a new Bitcoin all-time high, which would be good. I'm so tired of Ethereum not hitting that $5,000 mark here. You awesome BitBoy, shout out from Harrison First Gang Community. Well, thank you for that, OJ Swagga Johnson.
Is that Harrison High School?
Maybe.
Did you go there? Right?
I did go to Harrison High School. I did. I don't know if that's what he's saying. But did go to Harrison High School here in Kennesaw, Georgia. Shout out. The Hoyas. Everyone in all me and my brother and sister went there. My other brother went to Kennesaw Mountain for 1 year, which was weird. But anyways, yeah, big Harrison Hoya guy here. All right, moving on here. Where are we at? Crypto mining subpoena. Crypto mining stocks dip as SEC issues subpoena for Marathon Digital Mining Facility. Now, this is something that's really interesting.
Yeah.
There was actually a guy, God, I'm going to dox myself for like saying I saw this and didn't respond to it. Didn't really know how to respond to it at that time. I was in the bed late last night going through TikTok and found a guy that made a TikTok about mining stocks in 2017 and about how there was a giant mining stock crash. We just saw this yesterday. We saw a crash in mining stock prices from the SEC subpoenaing the Marathon Digital Mining Facility.
Riot Blockchain had a huge dip too because
Yes.
they missed their earnings.
Yes, the Q3 reports, it shot it down like 10%, I think.
11. Yep.
11%.
Which is massive for stocks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, God, 11% for a stock. Never even heard of that. But we saw the same thing in 2017 at the same time. There was a mining report dip or a mining stock dip. That was the last shakeout before we went parabolic. Are we going to see the same thing? Are we going to see the same thing? And I'll be honest with you, I'm not a huge mining guy, so I didn't even know that occurred in 2017, even though I was in crypto. I wasn't paying attention as much as I am now, obviously. But, I didn't know that happened, and that's why I really didn't make a comment. I wish I could find the TikTok. I'll try to find it today and respond to the guy. I feel bad. But anyways, so share prices of Marathon Digital stock dropped, as did those from major crypto mining firms. And also, by the way, not only was that right before Bitcoin went parabolic, but the mining stocks also dipped and went parabolic as well from that same point, 4xing, I believe it was. Let's see. U.S. SEC has ordered crypto mining firm Marathon Digital Holdings to produce documents and communications in one of its mining facilities in Montana. Now, here's another interesting thing to think about. As they're winding down the XRP lawsuit or the Ripple lawsuit, as they're winding this down, we already have seen they're going after Uniswap next, probably. Is this another direction they're going to go? Is this the first of many mining, mining lawsuits that we see, mining SEC cases that we see? Who would benefit from that? Maybe people coming into the game late. Maybe new mining farms would benefit from that, as they're going to, probably be more regulated. Is this designed to to weed out competition for one miner? Because we know everything the SEC does is corrupt. So could be something to pay attention to. Let's see. In the third quarter, 2021, SEC ordered the mining farm to produce documents and communications for the 100 megawatt facility, for which it had made arrangements to develop and stock with Bitcoin miners in October 2020. Marathon Digital said it was cooperating with the SEC's investigation, but did not go into details regarding the subpoena. A separate filing from October 2020 shows the company issued 6 million shares of restricted common stock and transcriptions exempt from registration. Share of Marathon Digital dropped 17%. Riot Blockchain, Bitfarms, Bit Digital, and Hut 8 falling 6%, 2%, 3%, and 5% respectively. Let's see here. Though the stock prices may fall when the price of Bitcoin drops, they showed the crypto asset only dipped roughly 2.4% on November 15th. So we'll have to see what happens here with this, but definitely something very interesting. So guys, right now we have 14,000 people watching. Appreciate that. Thank you. We have 4,600 likes. If only half of the people hit the like button right now, we will reach our goal of 6,500 likes. And that would really help us out a lot, 6,500 likes. So if you're watching on mobile, X out of the live chat, hit the like button, come back to the live chat. That's how it works. You go, whoop, whoop, whoop. Watching on smart TV, bottom left-hand corner of your screen, whoop, whoop, whoop. More actions, whoop, whoop. Like this video, whoop, whoop, whoop.
Sound effects not included.
Yeah, it may not actually say that. Half sleeve style looks lovely. What are they talking about? Me?
We're talking about his
tattoos.
Tattoo. He said he just got it finished 7 hours later today. It's done.
Yeah, my wife says I shouldn't get a tattoo, a crypto tattoo.
If you were gonna get a tattoo, what would it be?
Well, I mean, I would think I might put a tomahawk next to my falcon, probably, if I'm honest with y'all, and maybe put like 2021 champs or something like that.
Where's the falcon's on your back or your shoulder?
Shoulder.
So you put a tomahawk next to it?
I don't
Is there
know.
space?
I don't know where I'd put it. Somewhere, I maybe hanging from the claws. Maybe that's what I'd do.
That's funny. Robert has a falcon on his shoulder too.
He does.
Matching.
Well, mine's a cover up. So I got the tattoo as a cover up for a rhinoceros head that I got when I was 18 years old at Panama City while I was inebriated.
BitBoy
obviously.
across the chest said yummy noodles.
Yeah, what I want to know from the chat. What tattoo should I get?
I want to see.
I know what they're going to say. They're going to say get TJ tattooed on your heart.
That'd be good. No, somebody said TJ riding the Falcon. That's funny.
That's,
I think like if you were a video game character, like in the metaverse, maybe I'd
Yeah.
give you like, you know, the BitBoy, the BB back to back.
yeah.
Put that full size across your entire back.
Yeah, that would be epic.
That'd be good.
That'd be epic. Man, I tell you, the last time I got it, when I got my Falcon, though, it hurt so bad. And it was a cover up. So they told me, like, yeah, of course it's going to hurt a lot more because they're going over skin that was already permanently nerve damaged. But it hurt so bad. And I was sitting there, like, staring up at this at the wall, and I was looking at this guy got the entire Death Star tattooed on his back.
Wow.
And I was just like, if this guy can get the entire Death Star tattooed on his back, surely I can hold out for this. I'm very sensitive on my back, though. Very sensitive. Tat baby TJ on my belly. That's pretty good.
A lot of no regrets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody asked if the Falcon's tattoo was just a picture of poop. Feels that way sometimes.
Well, I tell you, Calvin Ridley has really screwed this team. If he does not come back at all, which at this point I don't even want him back at this point. But if he does not come back at all to the Falcons and he quits playing football, the fact that we spent a first-round pick on him on a position that we desperately needed, and we traded Julio because we had Calvin Ridley, who he already was not living up to expectations this year, showing he really might have been a product of double coverage on Julio. It's a real shame, and it really puts our team in a bad spot. So you can't really have those first-round picks miss when your team's already thin.
Yeah.
So anyways. All right, enough football. Binance publishes Bill of Rights for crypto users. Binance published a list of what it says should be basic rights for crypto users. It comes at a time when the company is trying to remake its image. When it comes to crypto, don't let the headlines fool you. Here's the 10 basic fundamental rights. Here they are. Let's just go over the rights. Every human being should have access to financial tools like crypto that allow for greater economic independence. Industry participants should have a responsibility to work with regulators and policymakers to shape new standards for crypto assets. Responsible crypto platforms have an obligation to protect its users from bad actors and implement KYC. Privacy is a human right, and personal identifiable information should be subject to strict levels of protection. Definitely agree with that.
That's interesting. PII. That's a new
PII. Pie.
personally identifiable information.
Yeah. I finished 131st in the WSOP. Crypto investors have the right to access exchanges that keep their funds secure. Healthy markets should maintain a robust level of liquidity. Regulation and innovation are not mutually exclusive. Crypto investors deserve safe access to emerging technologies. Closing the knowledge gap is essential when it comes to crypto. That's where we fall into place here with our crypto education. Marketplaces that offer derivative instruments should be I sound like crypto face. Marketplaces that offer derivative instruments should be subject to the appropriate regulations. I cannot read that line for some reason. And I agree with that. I think 100x is very irresponsible. I think they should probably peak out at 25, maybe 35x.
25 should be enough for
25 should be
everybody.
enough.
Yeah.
I believe anything above that. WSOP site says 135th. My payout card, as you guys can see on Instagram, on the Dad Jokes for the Win Instagram, I was officially 131st according to the payout card. So it doesn't really matter because the payout was the same at 131 or 135, but they give those out sequentially. So I did finish 131st. Binance has published its list of rights at a time when it's trying to remake its image. They've claimed, people have claimed CZ is going to look for a way to take shortcuts. Greg Monahan, former U.S. Treasury criminal investigator, oversees the anti-money laundering efforts, yada, yada, yada. Monahan says the Bill of Rights was proposed as part of a rallying measure for others in the industry and as a signal to regulators, the crypto companies take law and right issues seriously. I mean, yeah, this is obviously a marketing play for them.
Yeah. But still a need in the space for sure. Like we need to come up with some kind of standards and agreement and move forward, not just, all the unknowns, I feel like is slowing things down here in the US for sure.
I mean, where else do we have a Bill of Rights outside of our government? Is there a patient Bill of Rights?
A patient bill of
Like, is
rights.
there an official, like, standard patient bill of rights for medical treatment? I think there is.
Yeah, they have stuff for the medical field for sure. Most
I think they
major
do.
industries have, like real estate has the National Association of Realtors that has standards and different things that they implement and regulate. The Hippocratic Oath, I guess, is what the doctors take, but then there's
Yeah.
all kinds of, stuff attached to that. So, yeah, financial industry has a lot of regulatory oversight. So that's all I'm saying. Just regulatory clarity so people can move forward and don't have to figure it all out on their own.
Yeah.
Bill of Rights is just it doesn't think it needs to be called a Bill of Rights. I just mean a organized moving forward,
Said my payout card said 135.
I thought
Am I wrong on this? Have I been misreading it the entire time?
Bill of the Basement. Yeah, work on that, Z.
Oh, it sure does. I'm 100% wrong. I was 135th. Where did I get 131 from?
Maybe we really are 7, 2, and 1 in chess. Instead of
No,
9,
that's
2.
not true. That's not accurate. That's not accurate, TJ. That's not accurate. Okay, so I was 100% wrong. My payout card says 135th. Okay, well, I'll start saying the right number then. I don't know why I was thinking 131.
It's all right.
It was a very flustered moment, considering that I got knocked out when I had pocket aces. Look, when you get knocked out with pocket aces, not all in pre-flop, it's not nearly as bad. When you got pocket aces in pre-flop and you get it all in with the best hand by a long shot, you lose. It sucks, but it is what it is.
You think they want to talk about Ripple today?
Yeah, I think they do. Where's the XRP army? Ripple Labs wants to limit SEC sway over crypto as legal fight rages. Look at that smirk from old Brad G.
And there should be a
Brad G.
tweet from him too.
Yeah. Wait, is there?
Should be.
It is not on my list here.
Okay, it's on the Trello card.
Okay, let me pull it up. Trello.
Also, guys, we're at 6224 likes, so just a few more and we'll hit that 6,500. I know we can do it on a red day.
I do not see it.
It'll be probably third or fourth from the top. Let's see.
Oh, here it is. I see it. It says tweet. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Our proposed policy framework is a three-pronged approach of what can be done now to provide clarity to one of the fastest growing industries in the U.S. It's also the result of our direct interactions with regulators and bipartisan policymakers. The crypto industry is stepping up to the plate for public-private collaboration on policy. No question about it, and we will continue to seek to work together on the optimal path. Now, this is really interesting because this is very similar to what Binance just did.
Mhm.
Today, we're proud to release our vision for a real approach to crypto regulation, a framework designed to offer an immediate and pragmatic approach to crypto and digital asset regulation in the United States. We've got Coinbase. We have Coinbase. We have Ripple. We have Binance, all coming out with similar demands for the government. Now, here's what I think is really interesting about Brad Garlinghouse coming out and saying this. He's saying, government, we have a responsibility to work together. You think that he thinks they're getting the death penalty? The ball's on this man. You know what I mean? To come out and say that, obviously he knows what's happening. He knows what's coming down. He already knows the end result of this case, or he would not be coming out and saying this. What company that's under the proposed death penalty of the SEC, as far as the token goes, the XRP token, comes out and says, government, let's work hand in hand? They already know what is happening there. Go back to the article here. Let's see. SEC's approach under the current administration has been hostile. The agency is doubling down on regulation by enforcement. Now, I will be fair here and say, under the last administration, it was also not too friendly with crypto. So if you do know old DJT, what he had to say about Bitcoin was he said he didn't like it. He said he didn't like it at all. And we know Steve Mnuchin released some stuff at the very end of his presidency, of Trump's presidency, where he said that, they basically wanted to do all kinds of stuff to regulate crypto in a bad way. And then Biden, when he took over, or Brandon as some call him, when he took over, he actually stopped everything that the last administration was doing near the end, which included a lot of the stuff regarding crypto. Now, it was a blanket sweeping thing. It didn't have anything to do with crypto. So really, we've had two administrations in a row that are not friendly to crypto. So I don't know what the third one will be. It looks like the next one will probably be one of the last two. So we'll see what happens. On Tuesday, Ripple released a paper that calls on regulators, lawmakers, and industry to come up with a framework. The Ripple plan is the latest attempt by industry executives to undermine the SEC, which is under the oversight of Dirty Gary Gensler, without a clear mandate for Congress. The SEC's lawsuit against Ripple is being closely watched because it strikes at some of the key jurisdictional fights that have dogged regulators. Earlier this year, the SEC accused Ripple of trying to harass the agency by asking for huge amounts of unnecessary documents and witness interviews. So, yeah, we don't really have a an update necessarily on the case, other than to tell you that, which I should add for some kind of update here. There just may not be one. It's gone dark. That could be a really good sign, to be honest with you guys. But the fact is that Ripple is continuing to move forward. They continue to press forward, just like nothing is going on, and that is good news. Real quick, we'll cover this story. AMC CEO says BitPay will support Shiba Inu. AMC to accept SHIB for next quarter. You know, AMC is just like, got a popular coin? We'll take it.
Exactly.
You want to make a news story on it? Let's do it.
Right.
You know, nobody's spending Shiba at AMC. Are people going to AMC?
I was gonna say, who's still doing?
Bring back movie theaters. Bring it back, people. I want to go see a movie. Well, I'm gone this weekend. I'm going hunting this weekend.
No, I think movie theaters' best play now is to move into VR.
Yeah,
and like immersive experiences that you can't recreate at home. Because more or less these days with home theaters, it's you pretty much get the theater experience at home. So I think theaters have probably seen their heyday.
Ooh. Okay, I'm not going to touch that. I want to touch it, but I'm not going to. AMC CEO Adam Aaron announced Monday that AMC will soon be able to accept the meme crypto. Previously said the company has been trying to find a way to accept SHIB ever since he set up a Twitter poll. So there you go. There's the news. Let's move on here to just a quick reminder about our Pluto Alliance packs. You guys can check this out on our Twitter account. It's our pin tweet. If you guys want to find, we did change our profile picture today to a Pluto Alliance black hole. But if you guys want to check out those packs, here they are. We're going to show you guys this every day for the next 3 weeks, as these are only available for 3 weeks, and then anything that's not sold gets burned. So you guys make sure to get your Pluto Alliance Starship packs. All right, get our Q&A. Let's go.
Also, real quick, we're at 6764, so we hit that like goal. Thanks,
Good
guys.
job, people.
Really appreciate that.
Thank you, BitSquad.
Beginner Q&A. Is there a way
why? Is there a why?
Is there a why to buy and sell crypto outside of an KYC exchange? Can you cash them out without that anyway?
Not really anymore. I mean, local Bitcoins is not really operating the same way it used to operate, which is peer-to-peer.
We can go
peer-to-peer is going to be your only way.
Yeah. Over the counter, if you have a large purchase, usually you can do over the counter without.
But you still got to do KYC at over the counter places for
sure. Some places, not all of them.
I think at Caleb and Brown, the one we have on our site,
they probably do.
I think you do.
But yeah,
the over the counter people are really, really picky. They got to make sure everything is
well, and usually it has to be a pretty large purchase. I imagine if this is a beginner question, you're not doing 7 figures,
right?
So, like you said, peer to peer, and there are still things out there, but you just got to get out there and talk to people and find them.
Well, like KuCoin doesn't do KYC for less than 2 Bitcoin. ByBit doesn't do KYC for less than 2 Bitcoin.
Right.
But the problem is that you're not gonna be able to cash out directly from these places
to your bank.
Right? You're gonna have to use a KYC. I don't know of any. Maybe some people do know some, but I believe that I don't know of a way to tell people to do it other than peer to peer. So there's just not a way to hide your crypto, guys. You got to get out of this mindset of we're going to hide our crypto. You have to get out of that mindset. We are in a new time, a new generation. 2013, 2012, 2011, you could have got away with it. Today, you cannot get away with it. So be smart. Don't do stupid stuff with your crypto. You don't want to end up getting it all taken by the government, or your assets, your house taken by the government because you're still trying to hide your crypto. Don't be dumb. Obey the law. When
we DCA out, what percentage to cash versus percentage to stable coins?
Yeah. So is there...
To me, it's the same thing.
Well, people are upset because it said SEC update. Then there's not a story on the SEC update here.
Well, it says Ripple SEC update.
Well, I guess it does. I mean, look, guys, here's the title of the article. It says Ripple Lab wants to limit SEC sway over crypto. So really, this was an update on the SEC, but not necessarily on their direct case with each other. So, I mean, I would tell you this is kind of an update because it means that they're continuing to press forward with the government and they're pushing back against the SEC, even though they have the case going on. But we don't have any details about the actual proceedings going on with the case. So
because nothing's been released.
Yeah,
yet.
there you go. So sorry about that.
So when you DCA,
I don't make the titles anymore. Thanks.
Percentage of cash versus percentage of stable coin. What's the difference?
DCAing out.
Yeah, when you're taking profits, basically they're saying how much do you cash into actual dollars in your bank account versus leave in stable coins. And to me, it's about the same. It's just
it totally depends on what you need money for.
Right.
If you need money out to make a purchase, like we're about to buy another property, if you need to take money out to pay off your house, if you need to take money out for rent or for credit card bills or paying your student loans, whatever it is, take it out in cash. If you don't, and your sole goal of everything you're withdrawing, which the goal for 90% of what we withdraw will be to reaccumulate, then you would keep it in stable coins if your goal is accumulation in the bear market. But if you got things to buy, you need to move it over to cash, if that makes sense.
Best investment strategy to start: HODL? Buy low and sell highs at cycles. Intro to trading on leverage. Best way to maximize gains safely. So basically, they're saying, what's the best approach for a noob? In your
100x leverage.
No.
ByBit.com. I'm just kidding.
He's kidding.
Yeah, I'm kidding. Obviously, don't do that. Beginners need to stay far away from need to stay far away from leverage for sure. But here's the thing. What is the list he gave again?
Buy and HODL, buy low and sell highs at cycles.
Yeah.
Intro to trading on leverage. Yeah, so those are the three options.
But I mean, look, if today's your first day in crypto, then I would suggest, waiting until prices come way down to buy. If today's your first day in crypto, that would be my suggestion. If it's not your first day in crypto and you're newish, been around for 6 weeks, 2 months, 3 months, then you are probably kind of had a feeling of, after watching this channel, of understanding how to buy high or buy low and sell high, right? You don't have to do it every day. You just really have to do it twice every 4 years. Buy low at the bottom of the bear market, sell high at the top of the bull market. If you bought at the bottom of the last bull market, or I'm sorry, the bottom of the last bear market, right, you can sell today and your gains are astronomically high. You just got to get 20 to 30% in the 20 to 30% range of the lows and the high to make the most money. And for people that are trying to, hodling is honestly for people that have more money right now. Now, hodling from 2011 or 2012 was for everyone. But right now, if you're just getting into crypto, you don't want to necessarily buy right now and hodl for the next 4 years because you're just better off to wait until next year. Okay. But overall, hodling is a strategy that works over time. But you're looking at the difference between maybe a 6 or 7x gain in the next bull market from current prices, or maybe less than that, maybe a 4 to 5x gain to a 15 to 20% gain, or a 15 to 20x gain, not percents. I'm talking in X's here, or higher. I mean, because if you look at right now, when we hit an all-time high, we would have been 23x the low of the bear market. Okay, so those gains are so much higher. It makes more sense to buy low and sell high. That's your fastest strategy to get the most amount of crypto.
There you go. That was the last question.
That was it. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching the show today. We certainly appreciate you. And everybody, we will be back tomorrow. Be on the Around the Blockchain later today. That's all I got. Be blessed. Good boy out.